Well, hello everybody, and welcome to our Canvas course designed to teach teachers how to use Infinite Campus for the first time. This course is labeled Infinite Campus Teacher Level 1. All right, so the first thing we need to do is to use the link that we've provided to you in the second module on the Canvas training course. You'll look for the item that says Infinite Campus Demo Course. You'll see that the credentials for logging in are available. Before we do this, I do want to mention that this is not a fully real functioning version of Infinite Campus. This is a do no harm training module where you can go in and play around with anything and not worry about actually interfering or being destructive to real data. So don't worry about that. Everything in here is completely fake and made up so that we can train without any additional anxiety. So the username up here is HSTeach. And then as we go down, we see the password is campus123. Highly recommend once we give you the real live production version course for our school district that you bookmark that, because these addresses can be long, and having it bookmarked available on your taskbar will make life a lot easier for you. Okay, so we're going to click login, and this is going to give you really right from the very beginning a look at what it would look like on a daily basis for a teacher. You see right here on the very first page, we have the Teaching Center. And the Teaching Center is going to list for you all of the courses that have been assigned to you for that term. Okay, so we can see here that this particular teacher for first period has Chem B with 28 students, fifth period Chem fifth hour with 30 students, and sixth hour Gen Science with 35 students. Similar to Canvas, each course shows up here on this dashboard in a card. So everything related to that course is inside its particular square. You'll see here right from the dashboard we've got attendance, and the red dot indicates I have attendance to take for that course. If we hover over the second tab, we've got assignments, which we will be syncing with Canvas and going over that in a later video. We've got the ability here to create discussions with students. This right here is going to be a place to answer questions from students. And the last one is engagement check-in. We can check to see how students are doing. So before we get into any of these courses, I just want to point out to you that this is most equivalent to the Canvas dashboard. Okay, the navigation menu, like Canvas, is over here on the left-hand side. So we do have a spot here for instruction, and I'll open that up so you can see what it is. Instruction is a very big part of Infinite Campus, and it's still to be determined to what degree we will use this part, because the instruction has more of the learning management system features, and we are very much continuing with Canvas. And personally, a side note, I think Canvas is much more intuitive to use for the day-to-day instruction with students. But you will see there will be features here that we will talk about in later videos to what degree you will need to use them. Okay, moving on. So we've got the overview. What is the Teaching Center? We just saw that. We've got a teacher planner, which we have a video on. Message Center, we've got the classroom feature, curriculum, everything having to do with students and information about them and your rosters. We've got a grade section. It's all neatly organized in one section. How do we do some curriculum planning, and then a variety of ways that we can generate reports. That shows up under instruction. Okay, then we've got the student information section, which has some of the features that we typically would see with Tyler SIS. So how do we look up to see someone's attendance? Where do we maybe submit or see behavioral referrals from the past? Forms, grades, graduation. How do we see locker locations and combinations? How do we look up a student's profile, which is a great place to find information about a student, and maybe their phone numbers and all that kind of good stuff. A student's schedule. I doubt students will be using portfolios with us. I could be wrong, but that's there. You've got a summary, which is similar to the student fields section in Tyler SIS. And then we've got transportation. Okay, if a student does have SSD documents, those would show up down here in this area. All right, moving on, we've got attendance office, and the attendance office is going to be our place to submit attendance. You see there is student attendance, where you can view just that student's attendance, and then there's the teacher attendance, where you will submit attendance for each of your courses. Again, very similar to SIS, but maybe even more so. There's some redundancy in Infinite Campus in the fact that you can access some of the same features like submitting attendance in more than one place. We can submit attendance here, or we can submit it on the card for the course. So you'll get used to which way is your favorite path to doing some of these tasks. Then we've got Behavior Office. So this is going to be our place for submitting a behavioral referral for a student. You see that it does have the ability for you to submit one and then also to be able to, again, see them per student. Over in the left, we've got communication. So how do we communicate with the student and or their legal guardians? All that is logged, just like we would see previously in Tyler SIS. And then we move on down. We've got the My Account settings. So this is where you can kind of tweak the settings and what you're able to see and maybe what you want to see less of. It's also a great place to go if you want to reset your password, if you want to go through and change the way some of the courses look and feel. Again, not a ton of functionality there, but just a little bit. And then what degree do you want to see notifications? Lastly, for the teacher, we've got reporting, and reporting is really designed for you to create your own custom reports beyond those features that come built into every Canvas course. Okay, up here, Infinite Campus course. We've got the little star up here. This is a place where you can actually favoritize any of your reports so you can quickly go back to them. And then we've got this little button up here where we can access some of those same locations, but we've got schedules, assignment overview, standardized tests, progress monitor, gradebook, rosters, and all of that. Again, a little bit of redundancy. These are all the places that we already visited, but if you're visiting the same places every single day, you may find it faster to go here to your recent history than it is to go through that menu. Again, to each teacher, there's a different experience. Up here along the upper right, you'll see notifications, and this is where we can go through and see if any notifications are being sent out by administrators throughout the school. That will show up here. If we move on over, you can see campus products. We are only going to see, well, you're going to see two. You're going to see Campus Learning Home, which is what we just previewed, and then there's Community. And Community is a place where you can go for knowledge-based documents and videos if you need help. Okay, lastly, up here in the upper right, we've got the user menu, very limited menu, but this gives us the ability to log off. Right now, they are piloting this, what they call a new look, which I do prefer over the older design. It just makes the menu a little easier to navigate. And then again, you can change your password. All right, so that's kind of an around the world for Infinite Campus and just kind of getting used to the basic look and feel of our new student information system. All right, more videos to come.